What's up, YouTube? This is Class Plan B here, coming at you with a new deck profile. Um, the reason behind this deck was, after Abyss Rising came out, I heard a lot of people were going to be making the Extra Sword deck, and then I went on YouTube and saw a couple of videos for it. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to make it to just play around with it. And after making the deck, I started making my own little twist to it, and now, I'm winning a lot with it. I'm actually thinking this deck is pretty damn good. Well, of course I'm putting it on YouTube now because I want construction, I want criticism on it to see what I can do to try and make the deck even better and see where I can go with this deck. All right, without further ado, I'll get into it. All right, the first card I use is Triple Goblinberg. I use 3 because you just summon him, special summon Extra Sword, go into Blade Armor with 3,200, Excalibur with 3,000, Detach for 6,000. It's ridiculous what Goblinberg can help me do, and I have other plays with Goblinberg that I'll get into. Next, I run Triple Extra Sword. It's the main card of the deck. If you don't know what he does, is when he's used as Exceed material, he just gives the Exceed monster 1,000 attack. That with Excalibur, like I said, you can go 6,000 once you detach, and I think that's pretty crazy. Next I run triple Photon Thrasher. I use Photon Thrasher because it's a great card. Everyone loves Photon Thrasher, 2100 beat stick, special summons, and then after I special summon, I'll probably just summon Extra Sword, Overlay, Exceed, yeah. Next I use is 3 Xsaber Full Metal. I really use him only because I don't really use him as a tuner because I don't really tune. It's more of a Exceed build. But I use him because of the fact that he can negate an attack, and if by chance he destroys a monster, you can get a level 4 or lower Xsaber, and if himself is in graveyard, you can just go for him, and then I'll go for a rank 3. Next card I use is Sengen. Sengen searches practically the entire deck out, so that's why I ran the single Sengen. Next is Bullblader. I'm really thinking about just dropping him from Max C, because I did have a Max C and I traded it. So once I get another Max C, I'll probably just replace it for Max C. So I'm not gonna really go into him. He's pretty much like Exploder Dragon for Warriors, I guess. Yeah. Next, I'm running double Marauding Captain as a Hobby League Marauding. Reason why I run Maraudin is because you summon him, and my main play with him would be to summon Maraudin to go into Full Metal Knight, which is another level 3, and then I'll go for a rank 3 Exceed monster. Main rank 3 I go into is MX Saber and Volker, and I'll explain why. Next I'm running double Exile Force. The reason why I'm running Exile Force is because, as you know, this entire deck is all Earth except for the Sengen and 2 other cards I'm about to show. But problem cards like Catastor, if I go up against Catastor, there's really nothing I can do unless I have my a Mirror Force or Torrential to stop it right there and then, or a Compulse. So I run this to get over problem monsters. Just summon it, tribute, destroy. And then finally for the monster count, I'm running 2 Torguides. Everyone knows what Torguides does. She's so pretty and awesome. Alright, that's it for the monster count. It's 20 monsters. Next up of the deck is the spell lineup. The spell lineup, I'm running triple Infernal Reckless Summonings. The The reason why I run the triple is because my main play of the deck is to special summon extra sword, activate this to special summon all my extra swords on the field, overlay all three of them to go into Shark Drake, or I'll go into Shockmaster, whichever one is mainly Shark Drake. But if I feel like you have back row that can stop me, I will go into Shockmaster, call traps, magics, whatever to just protect myself and deal mass amount of damage. Because 3 extra swords, that's 3,000 added on to whatever their attack is, and Shark Drake, I believe his attack is like 2,800, so he goes up to like 58, I believe. Let me look real quick. Yeah, he goes up to 58, and then his effect to hit and then bring it back with 1,000 less. That's pretty much an OTK right there. I've done it millions of times. Summon Goblinberg, summon Extra Sword, Inferno Reckless Summoning. I get all 3 out, go into Shark Drake, hit their monster, deal like 4,000 plus damage, bring it back by detaching, hit again for 5,000, and that's game. So that's why I run triple Inferno Reckless Summoning. Next for the spell lineup, I run triple MSTs because when I want to go off with my plays, I don't want any back row there. Like, it needs to be all gone. And then on top of that, I run Heavy Storm, which is staple, Dark Hole, staple, Roto, staple, the entire deck's Warriors, and then Monster Reborn. 10 magics, and that's my magic count. And for the traps, I run 1 Torrential, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Trap Suns to stop everyone. Like I said, when I go off with my plays, if I don't have MST to blow up whatever you have back there, I have my Trap Suns. Next, I run double Compulse to get rid of anything that, yeah. And last but not least, my tech card of the deck, which has destroyed Mermails when I played against them at locals. Macrocosmos. Honestly, this deck works well with macro because once my monster's gone, I don't really care too much about it. So macro works perfectly fine in the deck. It doesn't hurt the deck at all in any formable way. So macro is in the deck for the reason that it doesn't hurt me, like I said, and it just destroys a lot of decks out there. Mermails can't do shit with macro on. Dark Worlds, you guys know the list. And the final trap I run is Return from a Different Dimension. By chance, all my extra swords get removed from play. I've top decked this for the win. I had 1 card in hand. Top deck, return, set it and a compulse. The guy summons the BLS, swing for game. I just compulse it back to his hand. He had no other magic. He had no other light and dark, so it was a dead BLS. My turn. I didn't draw anything good. I think it was like an MST, and I just popped his back row. Hit return. Got all 3 extra swords out, plus more because I can just go for whatever I want. And I just 2 extra swords into Blade Armor and 2 extra swords into Excalibur. Detach Excalibur, hit for game. Like, it was crazy. So that's why I run this. Well, that's the main deck. I'll get into the extra deck. The MVP of the extra deck is definitely Shark Drake. Like I said, I just hit over monsters for that OTK. Next runner-up is going to be Shockmaster, because getting three level 4s out is not hard for me at all. Next, I have 1 Blade Armor and 2 Excaliburs. Soul of Silver Mountain I run because it's level 3 and it can pretty much stun their traps. And if it destroys a monster, I can bring back a level 4 Earth, and the entire deck is level 4 or lower Earth. So it's a good card, in my opinion, for the deck. Next is the super cool MX Saber Invoker. What I do with him is, once he comes out and I detach, activate his effect, you can get a level 4 or lower Earth monster. And normally I'll go for extra sword if I have Infernal Reckless Summoning in my hand. So extra sword gets special summon, Infernal Reckless Summoning, bam. Like he just speeds the deck up a lot in my opinion. So I run him. Next is Photon Poprop. Yeah, the butterfly dude. I can never say his name. It's a great card. Everyone has this card. It's awesome. Next, I run a Giga Brilliant. Tempo. Last is a Levier to bring back anything that I need to bring back. And yeah, so that's the deck. Let me know what you think about it. Oh, and Zen Mains. We can forget about Zen Mains. So let me know what you think about it and anything I can do to make it better, more competitive. Because I mean, it's pretty good so far. I just want to make it better to the best of its ability. So please let me know, YouTube, and get back to me. All right, class out.